arms drop to your sides, and the rest of the relaxation becomes instant and deep for you. I am so proud of you. Never in my whole life before have I ever heard such great symphony music. You are without question the world's greatest symphony musician. And in a few moments, I'm going to count to 3. When I count to 3, you are going to hear an applause. Now, this applause will not awaken you. No, it will actually cause you to close your eyelids tighter and tighter, and you will drift down deeper and deeper into rest and relaxation. However, the instant that you hear this applause, you will know that it must be your applause, because after all, you're the world's greatest symphony musician. So you'll do the only thing that a symphony musician would do, and that is, as soon as I count to 3, you'll instantly stand up and start bowing with your eyes tightly closed. And the more applause you hear, the more you'll be standing and bowing, and you'll remain standing and bowing with your eyes closed until one of us comes by and personally eases you back down into your chair, at which point you will be given a personal command. The rest and relaxation will become instant and deep for you. Everything will happen just like I've said. Because what my voice is saying is true. It's absolutely the truth. When I count to 3, you'll hear the applause. You'll leap up to your feet and start bowing with your eyes tightly closed. 1, 2, 3, the applause is coming in. Just standing, I'm bowing. deeper and deeper. The audience just love you. You can tell that by all the applause that they give to you. But right now they're done applauding, so rest and relax deeper and deeper. Everything that I tell you tonight will happen just like I say. You will all have this mental picture deep within your mind, believing that it's real, but at no time will your eyelids open. Your eyelids will always remain sealed and glued throughout, no matter what. But right now, I want all of you just to take a deep breath in there and breathe it out with a sigh. And now I want you to listen. Listen very, very closely to each note of this soft, soothing melody. Impress each note deep within your subconscious mind. This melody means just one thing to you tonight, and that is instant rest and instant relaxation. At any time tonight, if you hear it play, your eyelids will close, your head will slope forward to your chest, and the rest and relaxation will become instant and deep for you. All right, my friends, just relax deeper and deeper. Now, the playing of that melody, that simple melody you've just heard, means just one thing. That's total rest and relaxation. The exact second and the exact instant that you hear that melody play, your eyelids will close, your head will slump forward, and you will be in a deep state of rest and relaxation. Now, in a few moments, I'm going to count to 3. When I count to 3, your eyelids will open up once again, and you'll be totally alert and aware. But when you first snap to, you'll look around just a little bit confused, because you won't be able to remember volunteering up here. In fact, you'll have no idea what you're doing sitting up here on the stage. You'll look around trying to figure out why it is that everyone else is here. You won't have a clue. But after about 10 seconds, you'll realize that you must have just drifted down into a light nap, and so did everyone else. So what I'll do is I'll rearrange your chairs in kind of a nice semicircle up here on the stage. I'll ask you to sit back down on your chairs and put your feet on the floor and your hands on your legs. I will ask you to tilt your head back, and suddenly you will hear this melody. The exact second and the exact instant that you hear it play, your eyelids will close, your head will slump forward to your chest, and the rest and relaxation will become instant and deep for you. All right, my friends, just relax deeper and deeper. When I count to 3, your eyelids will be open. You'll once again be alert and aware, trying to figure out what you're doing up here. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Right there. You folks all drifted down into a little bit of a light nap, but that's okay. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to rearrange your chairs somewhat. The 4 people in the back can stay right where they are, and the lady right here with the white sweater on, how you doing today? You should just move your chair right back to next to him over there, okay? Gentleman over here, you look a little sleepy. Were you up late last night?
No.
You look a little tired. Can you just take your chair and set it right in between those 2 ladies, please? I'd appreciate that. And would you mind standing up, dear? I'm just going to bring your chair around like that. Just have a seat right there. And would you mind standing up, please? I'm going to bring your chair and set it right over there. Just have a seat. Would the 2 of you come with me? Please bring your chairs with you and just place them like that next to her, if you would. Okay. And I think the gal right here and the gal over there, you can go on that side with Krista, and she'll rearrange your chairs as well. Good. Give them all a big round of applause. You're doing a good job. Is everybody wide awake? There's a few of them look a little bit sleepy. Were you up late last night?
Yeah.
You're a musician, aren't you?
No.
No, I thought maybe you were. I just had a hunch maybe that she was. You look a little tired too. Did you get enough sleep? Okay. Well, everyone sit up nice and comfortably in your chairs. Make sure you're comfortable. Put your feet flat on the floor and place your hands palms down on your legs. Tilt your head slightly backwards, because I have a beautiful melody that I would love you to hear. Rest and relax, my friends. Deeper, deeper, and deeper. Just rest and relax deeper and deeper. just relax. Everything that I tell you tonight is going to happen exactly the way I suggested to you. You will all have this mental picture deep within your mind, believing at the time that it is real. But at no time will your eyelids open. Your eyelids will always remain sealed and glued throughout, no matter what. But every situation, every circumstance, and every detail will seem absolutely real to you. Right now, I just want you to relax deeper and deeper. Everything will seem so real to you, you'll believe that you're actually living and experiencing the sensations exactly the way I described them to you. But at no time will those eyes open, unless we should tell you directly to deliberately open your eyes. Now, you will not just be imagining these situations, you'll actually believe that they're happening, moving around exactly the way I tell you, but at no time will you leave your chairs unless we tell you to. But that's why right now you are feeling so incredibly happy. There's a smile on your face. You're so incredibly happy. With every word I speak, the happiness grows stronger and stronger. As a matter of fact, you all believe that you are just 9 years old. That's right, you're only 9, and you're so happy. So sit up nice and straight in your chairs, kids, with your eyes closed. You're so excited, because today is your lucky day. School has been out for a week now, and today you get to go on summer camp vacation. That's right, you get to go to summer camp with all your friends, and you're so happy and excited about it. As a matter of fact, you're on the bus right now. Yes, you're on the bus, and the bus just pulled into the woods. It's a very bad dirt road. It's an old bus too, kind of shaky, isn't it? A lot of potholes in that road too. Oh, look out for the pothole. There's another pothole, look out! There's a huge pothole, hang on! That's good, okay. The bus has stopped now, and you're all sitting around the fire that your counselor has built. The only thing is, the moron forgot to bring any matches. He can't light the fire. What a nerd your counselor is. Didn't bring any matches or a lighter or anything. But he manages to explain to you that it's actually possible to start a fire just by rubbing 2 sticks together. And are you ever in luck? There's 2 sticks down on the ground. So reach down and pick up those 2 sticks, my friend, and start rubbing them together. Faster than that. You never start a fire like that. You gotta rub them together fast. That's the idea. Don't stop now. Keep it up. Rub them together faster. Faster. Oh, there's a little smoke. Looks good. There's a little spark. Yes, keep going. There's a little flame. Excellent. Throw the sticks in the fire. Throw them in the fire. And it flares up into a beautiful fire. And, oh boy, look at that. Your counselor has a bag of marshmallows. You're going to have a roasted marshmallow. Oh boy. Take the marshmallow, put it on the end of the stick, and stick it into the fire. And start rotating your stick around. You're going to have a roasted marshmallow. A little bit more on the other side. A little more on the other side. Cook it a little more there. That looks good. Try that. See how it tastes. Oh, it's too hot. Spit it out. It's too hot. But you've got another marshmallow, so put it on the stick and stick it into the fire. Start rotating around clockwise. That's right. Keep turning it clockwise. Make sure you cook it all the way. You want a nice, even, crispy coating all the way around on the edge of the marshmallow. That looks pretty good, but hold it up higher where the top of the fire is. It's hotter. Tell you what, stick your hand in at the top of the fire. You can feel how hot it is. That's long enough, okay? Don't burn yourself. Now, watch your marshmallow. Keep turning it around. You want it cooked all the way around. Now, that looks pretty good. Let's try that. But blow on it first. Blow on the other side. Yeah, that looks good. Try that and see how it tastes. Oh, it's burnt. It's burnt. Spit it out. Oh, that's disgusting. You can't stand roasted marshmallows. Oh, they taste terrible. But you are hungry. You just remember that your mommy packed you an orange in your knapsack. So take out your knapsack. Unzip your knapsack. You take out the orange. You love oranges, don't you? And that orange peels real easily. So take a piece of the orange. See how that tastes. Oh, wait a minute, it's too sour. That's not an orange, it's a lemon. Spit it out, it's not an orange, it's a lemon. Oh, you don't like lemons, that's for sure. You're not even hungry anymore. You could care less about anything to eat. You're not hungry at all. You're having a good time on your camping trip. But, oh no. There's mosquitoes all over the place. Mosquitoes flying all over the place. There's one landed on the shoulder of the person next to you. You got it. You got it. There's another mosquito. He's buzzing around your left ear. Keeps buzzing around your left earlobe. Swish him away. He keeps coming back. He just flew inside your ear. Get it out. Get that mosquito out of your ear now. Get it out. You got it. Oh no, there's another one. Keeps buzzing around your nose. Keeps flying underneath your nose. It tickles. Swish it away. Keeps flying underneath your nose. It just flew up your nose. Get it out. It's way back there. Get it out. Yeah, you got it. Just wipe it on the person's leg next to you. That's better. Okay. Well, you're having a great time. If you look into the woods, you see something coming out. It's a cute little chipmunk. Isn't he cute? Look at that little chipmunk. It's coming right over to see you. He looks so tame. Look at him. Oh, look at that. He just jumped right up on your foot. He's sitting on your foot. Look at that. He's nibbling on your pant leg. Isn't that cute? Nibbling on your pant leg. Oh, he just climbed up inside your pants. He's just climbing up the inside of your pants. Oh, no, there's a chipmunk climbing up the inside of your pants. It's climbing up higher. Oh, that feels weird. It's climbing up higher. There's a chipmunk in your pants, way up inside your pants. It's climbing higher. Oh, now it just climbed down the other leg. It just jumped up the bottom. Thank goodness. A weird feeling. But it's gone. No problem. You're having a great time. Everybody relax now. You're having a great time, but it's, you know, you didn't realize how cold it was going to be. You didn't bring a sweater with you. With every word that I speak, it starts getting colder and colder by the second. As a matter of fact, right now it is freezing cold. Brrr, so cold. So incredibly cold. Your toes feel like icicles. This is like the coldest day of the coldest winter that you've ever experienced in your whole life before. Brrr, it's so cold. You've got to try to warm up. You've got to try to warm up somehow. It's so cold. I know, I got an idea. Try to get some of that body heat from the person next to you. Brrr, so cold. That's good. That works. So cold. Move it a little closer. Brrr, it's so cold. Your legs are frozen. Your legs are frozen. Wrap your legs around that person now. Brrr, it's so cold. It's so incredibly cold. Brrr. That works. So cuddle up a little closer. That keeps you warm. Brrr, it's so cold. And now when I count to 3, you'll no longer be resting or relaxing. Your eyelids will be open. You'll once again be alert and aware, wondering what on earth is going on. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Have a seat, ladies. Give them all a big hand. Get all of you to move your chairs in a bit. Would you folks from this point over just move your chairs in this way? And would you just move your chair a little bit closer to him? You move yours in this way, and you just move yours up that way a bit. You know, every time I come to Orangeville, the people just keep getting friendlier and friendlier. Somebody's hat here. Is that your hat? up there. But anyway, we can put that on if you like. Okay. So, everybody's feeling good? Okay. Well, I'm glad you all know each other a little better now. Everyone put your feet flat on the floor. Place your hands, palms down on your legs, and tilt your head lightly back. Do you have any idea at all, what this melody means? Rest and relax now. Deeper, deeper and deeper. All right, my friends, just stay in your chairs and rest and relax deeper and deeper. Well, you're still at your camping trip. As a matter of fact, if you look into the woods, there's something coming out. It looks like a cute little black kitty cat. Look at it. But the cat has a white stripe down its back. Oh no, it's a skunk. It just lifted its tail. Shh. Squeaking. Oh, what a smell. Oh, that stinks. Wait a minute. You take a closer look at that skunk. That's a cat. Somebody painted a white stripe on it. But it sure stinks. What the heck smells? Oh my goodness, it's the person next to you. That person next to you just reeks. Oh. Never stink. Oh. You can hardly stand it. You can hardly stand it. That reeks. Oh, it stinks so bad. Oh, how could anybody let one go like that? That is so bad. Oh. Well, here comes a gust of wind. Oh, thank goodness you can breathe again. It feels so good to be able to breathe. It's good to be able to breathe, I'll tell you. It really is. If you look in the tree, you'll see a cute little bird. He's a little finch, and he's flying right towards the edge of the closest limb towards you. It looks very tame, so hold out your finger and see if the finch will land on your finger. Oh, he does. He lands on your finger. What a cute little bird. Give the little birdie a kiss on the cheek. On the beak, I guess. Give him another kiss on the beak. Such a cute little finch. But he's shaking. He's starting to shake. He's starting to shake so incredibly. Oh, he just stopped shaking. Oh no. It fell down on the ground. It's motionless. You killed the finch. You killed the finch. Finch is dead. Poke it. Poke it. It's not moving. Oh, you killed the little birdie. Wings are moving. It just flew away. Oh, good. You didn't kill it after all. I don't like people that kill birds. No, I don't. There we go. Well, we're having a great time, but you know, you've had such a good time on your camping trip, and it's getting late. You're sitting in your tent. It's quite dark now, and it's well past your bedtime at home, and your counselor has explained to you that it's time to go to bed. And there's your sleeping bag down on the ground in front of you. So get out of your chairs and get down on the ground and zip yourselves up into the sleeping bag right now. Everybody down on the ground and zip yourselves up into the sleeping bag. And just rest and relax and go to sleep. Oh, listen, there's a bullfrog. Hear it? There's a bullfrog. Where is the bullfrog? No, the bullfrog's inside your sleeping bag. And your zipper's stuck. You can't get the zipper undone, and there's a bullfrog in there. Oh no, there's a bullfrog in your sleeping bag. Oh, it just jumped out. It just jumped out. Good, it's gone. Just lie down and go to sleep now, kids. Just relax deeper and deeper. Well, just make yourself totally comfortable. You're no longer 9 years old. No, you're your normal, regular age. You're lying at home in your bed next to your loved one. You are so much in love, so reach over and put your arms around your loved one now. You're so much in love. Reach over, put your arms around your loved one. Cuddle up a little bit closer. So much in love. So much in love. You are so much in love. Take your fingers and run them through the hair of your loved one. You love them so much. and relax. Let your whole body and mind go limp and loose as you relax deeper and deeper. I want you to relax, my friends, as I speak with the members of my audience. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, I have recorded my voice on 3 cassette tapes that you can take home and listen to in the privacy of your own home. Now, I want to talk about side number 1 of all of these tapes, because side 1 is the same on all of them, and it deals with something I call self-superconscious relaxation. In other words, side 1 will show you how to relax in the privacy of your own home. As you can see for yourselves, most of the people on my stage are fairly relaxed. But we count you down from 30 to 1, so there's a real good chance you'll probably enter this state, if not the first time, at least the second. A lot of people like to listen to side 1 before they go to bed at night. It helps them relax and helps them get to sleep. Now, I want to talk about side number 2 of each one of the cassettes just for a moment, okay? Krista has all 3 cassettes here. The first one is entitled Self-Confidence, and on side 2, it will teach you how to be more confident at home, at work, and in your everyday life. There's a lot of positive suggestions that help to make you a more positive person on that side. Our second cassette is entitled Stop Smoking. This will teach you how to teach yourselves to help yourselves rid yourselves of the dangerous habit of smoking. And we put together a lot of different suggestions that I've compiled from a lot of different medical sources, and it really is a great help. Okay? Our third cassette is entitled Lose Weight and Enjoy the Foods You Love. That's right. It teaches you a weight loss program without cutting out all those foods. Now, this tape is not designed for those people that want to lose 5 or 10 pounds. Not at all. It's made for those people who are quite a bit overweight and have a difficult time with the problem of a diet. It shows you that diets for those people, 99.9% of the time, do not work on a long-term basis. And the whole program is explained on the tape. So if you like any of them, they're available during intermission, and they all come with a money-back guarantee. If you're not happy with them for any reason at all, just send them to the address on the back, and we'll send you another one, or else cheerfully refund your money. Now, I'd also like to mention that with every show that we do, we always videotape the show, and we always hook the camera up to several different VCRs. Tonight, I believe there are 11 or 12 of them being made at the same time. So there's 12 copies of tonight's show being made exactly as you see it performed up here on this stage. We start recording from the point where they play their piano onwards, or whatever instrument they're playing. We do that for obvious reasons. And if you'd like a copy, what we recommend you do is purchase it during intermission. It comes in a video cassette case, just like the one Krista has here. They'll actually give you an empty video cassette case, and then as soon as the show is over, just take it down to Dimitri, he'll check your tape, and away you go. And the videotape comes with that same guarantee. Now, my friends up here on the stage, in a moment I'm going to count to 3. When I do, you are going to believe that you are the world's greatest rock star. Right now you have a song in your mind. I want all of you to think of a song. It could be any song. It could be a great piece of rock and roll. Might be a nursery rhyme. Could be a Christmas carol. Or any song you like. But think of it right now, my friends. Have you got it? Good. Don't forget it. Because as soon as I count to 3, you will leap to your feet at attention and start singing that song louder than you've ever sang any song in your whole life before. Now, you will not be aware of anyone else singing on my stage. You'll be so in love with your own song that you'll just sing louder and louder. And if I come by with a microphone, you'll think it's great. You'll think I'm with CBC Radio, and you get to broadcast your voice from coast to coast on the radio. So you'll sing louder and louder until I snap my fingers in front of you. As soon as I snap my fingers in front of your face, you'll be yourself again. You go back and sit down on your chair up here on the stage, perhaps scratching your head, trying to figure out why it is that everyone is singing so strangely. For what my voice is saying is true. It's absolutely the truth. When I count to 3, you will leap to your feet at attention and start singing louder than you've ever sang in your whole life before. 1, 2, 3. Just standing and singing, my friends. Just sing louder and louder. Let's hear some of the others. Tell you what, everyone sit up nice and comfortably in your chairs. Put your feet flat on the floor. Place your hands, palms down on your legs. Okay, put your hands, palms down on your legs and tilt your head slightly back. When you hear this melody, guess what? Rest and relax, my friends. Deeper, deeper and deeper. All right. In a few moments, I'm going to count to 3. When I count to 3 this time, you're going to know without question that you are the world's greatest ballerina. That's right. And you'll believe that you're performing in New York City at the New York Philharmonic Theater in front of thousands of people on the stage. So you'll instantly stand up and start doing all those ballerina moves that you've been practicing for so many years. Pirouettes and all sorts of fancy maneuvers. Until I count to 3 again, and I'll snap my fingers and the music will stop. And at that point, it will be intermission time, and you'll start heading down the stairs into the audience for intermission. Now, although it's intermission, you will not be able to remember one tiny little single incident of anything that happened up here tonight. In fact, you won't even realize that it's intermission time. You won't even realize the show has started. You'll have no idea the show has started. But you go around throughout intermission acting perfectly normal, the way that you always do. And if you ever hear me say, "Isn't it great to be alive?" Well, as soon as you hear me say, "Isn't it great to be alive?" you will instantly turn to the person to your right, wrap your arms around them tightly, and yell out loudly, "I feel wonderful." That's right. Anytime I say, "Isn't it great to be alive?" you will say, "I feel wonderful," and you'll wrap your arms around the person to your right. Whether you know them or not, it doesn't make any difference. And then you'll go around throughout intermission, acting perfectly normal, the way that you always do. But people might come up to you, maybe your friends, maybe even total strangers, might try to explain to you what they thought they saw you do up here, but you won't believe them. You'll think that they're joking. Or perhaps they're one of those people who drink too much and just make up stories. But in any event, you'll go around throughout intermission feeling great, acting perfectly normal. And after about 10 minutes, a strange, compelling force will come over you, which will draw you back to your original seat that you were sitting there out in the theater before the show started when you first came here. You'll be sitting there, and that's when you'll ask your friend what time it is, or perhaps look at your watch, and that's when you'll start getting angry. Boy, will you be mad, because you'll realize that it's already 9:30 and the show hasn't even started. The show has been an hour and a half late in starting. You'll get so angry, you'll start yelling out your opinion loudly and verbally. But just a moment, you don't need to use bad language or four-letter words. No, you'll just yell things out like perhaps, I want my money back, or maybe, this is ridiculous, the show was supposed to have started an hour and a half ago. But you'll know that the more you yell, the more likely it is for the show to start. You'll also know the show will not start unless you're sitting in your original chair out there that you sat in when you first came to the theater. Now, you'll be sitting there waiting for the show to start, and finally, all of that yelling will pay off. Finally, the house lights will be dim. You'll be sitting there anxiously awaiting for the show to start, and suddenly you will hear this melody. The exact second, the exact instant that that melody plays, your eyes will close, your head will slump forward, and you'll all be in a deep state of rest and relaxation out there in your seats in the auditorium. All right, good friends, just relax deeper and deeper while I speak with the members of my audience. The ladies and gentlemen of the audience, I have a favor that I'd like to ask, and it's really important. And that is, under no circumstances whatsoever, please don't take it upon yourself to try to interfere with the volunteers from returning back to their seats for the playing of the melody. If you were to do that, well, not only would you be deliberately interfering with the suggestions that I've so carefully designed, but the people would feel very confused, and they might even feel a little bit ill at ease. So if anything, even if you don't know them, but you recognize them to be someone who was on my stage, make sure that after 10 minutes are up, they do go back into their original seats, so everything will take place the way that it's designed to. And under no circumstances should you allow them to go home during intermission. We don't want them turning on the radio and hearing that music. Of course, a lot of people ask me if I could do something like that with their husbands or wives. A certain piece of music, they're out. That's a whole different matter. Anyway, my friends up here on this stage, let's review what's going to happen. In a moment, I'll count to 3. When I do, you're going to be the world's greatest ballerina. You'll get up there and start doing your ballerina moves. Then I'll count to 3 again, the music will stop, and it will be intermission. You'll start to head down the stairs. Now, as soon as you find yourself on the level area of the auditorium floor, you won't even realize the show has started, but you'll feel great. If you ever hear me say, isn't it great to be alive? You'll turn to the person to your right. Doesn't matter if they're standing or sitting, whether you know them or not. You'll wrap your arms around them tightly and yell out loudly, I feel wonderful. And you will. After about 10 minutes, you'll go back to your original chair out there. That's when you'll look at your watch or maybe ask them what time it is. And that's when you'll start getting angry that the show has been so late in starting. Finally, all that yelling will pay off, the house lights will be dim, you'll hear that melody, and everything will happen just like I've said. Because what my voice is saying is the absolute truth. When I count to 3, you'll all believe you're the world's greatest ballerina. 1, 2, 3, you're a great ballerina. Give them all a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see all of you in less than 15 minutes' time. Thank you. muscle and every fiber relaxing deeper now. 2, deeper still. 1, you are in a deep state of rest and relaxation. Now, in a few moments, I'm going to count to 3. When I do, your eyelids are going to open up, and you'll all once again be totally alert and aware. Now, if you are a lady, as soon as you snap to and your eyes open, you will all believe, without question, that you are a contestant in the Miss America pageant. And ladies, you'll believe that this is the bikini portion of the pageant. You'll all believe you're wearing a very skimpy bikini. And you'll know you have a beautiful body. And you'll also know, ladies, that I am the main judge of the Miss America pageant. So you'll quickly come up onto the stage and you'll parade in front of me, showing yourself off. In fact, as soon as you reach me, you will perhaps do little things to try to influence me, so that I'll select you for the part of Miss America. Well, it makes life interesting, you know, traveling on the road. You'll keep parading around me until I ask you to sit back down on one of the chairs, at which point you will. And then at that point, your eyelids will close and your head will slump forward, and you will be in a deep state of rest and relaxation. Now, when I count to 3, if you are a guy, well, all of the guys will believe that they are a contestant in the Mr. Universe pageant. That's right, you'll believe you're one of the strongest men in the world today. And you'll instantly stand up and start flexing the muscles in your arms and your chest. And guys, you'll believe that the main judge of the Mr. Universe pageant is my lovely assistant, Krista. And you'll believe she's the most beautiful woman you've ever seen in your life. So you'll quickly make your way up onto the stage. As soon as you reach her, you'll flex those muscles in your arms and your chest. Maybe unbuttoning the first few buttons of your shirt so she can see the ripples of your chest. In fact, you might even take your shirt entirely off your back so she can see your entire chest, flexing all the muscles in your body, really impressing her, until her or myself asks you to go back and sit down on one of the chairs up here. At that point you will. Your eyes will close, your head will slump forward, and you'll be in a deep state of rest and relaxation. So when I count to 3, your eyelids will be open. You'll believe that you are either a contestant in the Miss America pageant or the Mr. Universe pageant, and you'll quickly make your way up onto the stage. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Well, I see that all of the contestants are making their way up onto the stage. To the show. When I count to 3, you're all going to be alert and aware. Your eyelids will be open. You'll feel fantastic, especially because of all the applause you hear. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Isn't it great to be alive? great to be alive. All right, well, while all the guys are getting dressed, there's a few things I want to tell the audience. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, our performance here this evening would not be possible if it weren't for the work of our wonderful sponsor here in Orangeville, and that is the Kinsman Club of Orangeville. So give them a great big round of applause. And I would also like to thank each one of you for coming out here this evening, so give yourselves a big hand. I'd like to officially introduce my entire staff and crew. My promotional director and general manager, who you saw when you came in the door tonight, his name is Mr. Werner Pressy. Give him a big hand. My video camera technician on the video camera back there, his name is Mr. Dimitri Dulelis. Gentleman responsible for all the special video effects on our stage here. He's my backstage video technician who sometimes spends time backstage and sometimes on the front. There he is, Mr. David Jintis. Give him a big hand. A gentleman responsible for all our special effects with the lighting, the sounds, and all sorts of things you're not even aware of. He's my stage manager, Mr. Jeffrey Blair. Of course, we couldn't do the show without the help of my wonderful assistant, Kristen Neblock. Give her a big hand. And I guess that's it. Oh, I forgot one, yes. My name is Paul Royter. Thank you. All right. Right now I'd like to show you something that I find rather interesting, and that is that when a volunteer has been placed into the world of dreamlike reality, removed from the state and replaced back into it several times, it's usually quite easy to reintroduce the state, especially if I use a secret weapon, which I have here in my pocket. This weapon, my friends, is an ether gun. Looks a lot like a human hand, doesn't it? But actually, it's an ether gun. Wherever I take the gun and aim it, the ether will fly through the barrel of that gun, go directly for that person's nostrils, and cause them to enter an instant state of rest and relaxation. Watch. What's your name?
Joe.
Joe, would you mind standing up, please, Joe? I want you to stand right over here in front of the carpet. Stand right over there on the trapdoor. Look out! I'm just kidding. She has a seat for you. Have a seat, Joe. The reason I brought you up here, Joe, I've had over 1,000 people on my stage in just the last year and a half. And I really want to thank you for coming, but there's one question I wanted to ask you, Joe, before we went any further. Okay, what is your name? You can't remember it. What's your name?
Can't remember.
When I snap my fingers in front of you, Joe, you'll be able to remember your name, okay? What's your name?
Joe.
Good, okay. You know, I've had a lot of people up here, as I just told you before, but I've never seen anyone with a rubber nose before. No, it's true, he does. He has a rubber nose. No, I'm not joking. I'm making it up. I've seen these on television. I read a magazine article about it once, but I've never seen a real person with a rubber nose. Did your dad have a rubber nose?
No.
Maybe your grandfather or something. Tell you what, Joe, this won't sting at all. I'm just going to grab your nose and I'm going to stretch it out here just a bit. I'm just going to stretch it just a bit. When I let go of it, it should snap back on your face. Unbelievable. The elasticity in that nose is amazing. I grab a hold of it like this, I just stretch it out like that, and it snaps right back on his face. This time, Joe, I'm going to take your nose, I'm going to stretch it out here about 3 meters or so. Yeah, it won't stay. When I let go of it, it's going to snap back and hit your face with such force, it'll cause you to enter an instant state of rest and relaxation. Watch. Here we go. There's a young lady in the front with a shirt that says Vancouver. Could you stand up, please, and just hold on to that nose? It's fun, isn't it? Just stretch it a little bit here. That's far enough. I don't want to hurt the guy. Okay. Now, when I tell you, not until I tell you, but when I tell you, you let it go, okay? You ready? Let it go. How about a big hand for our nose stretcher? When I count to 3, everyone is going to be alert and aware, and everything will happen just like I say. And I will only be speaking to the people whose heads I touch at the time I'm touching their heads. Now, the lady whose head I'm touching now, and only the lady whose head I'm touching now, when I count to 3, you'll be alert and aware, just like everyone else, and you'll be sitting there. But every time that you hear me mention the word Orangeville, every time I mention Orangeville, you'll look out in the audience and you'll see that good-looking cameraman behind our camera. You'll run off the stage, you'll go right up to that cameraman, you'll wrap your arms around him tightly, give him a kiss on the cheek, and then you'll take your arms away and you'll say out loudly, "Wow, I could have had a V8. That's right, anytime that I mention the word Orangeville, you'll go up to the cameraman, give him a big hug and a kiss, and then say out loudly, "I could have had a V8, and you'll come back up here on the stage, all right? Now, the gentleman whose head I'm touching right now, in a few moments you're going to be alert and aware, Joe. You're going to feel fantastic. You'll wonder why you're taking a nap, but that's okay. Chris will help you put your chair back where it was, and you'll sit back down in your chair. And as soon as you sit down, Joe, you'll look down at your feet. You'll realize that somehow when you left the house, you put your shoes on the wrong feet. So you'll quickly take your shoe off your right foot and put it on your left foot. You'll take your shoe off your left foot and put it on your right foot, and at that point, your feet will feel fantastic. Now, you'll be just a little bit embarrassed before this happens, so you kind of hide behind the person beside you, and you'll do it very, very quickly, so no one will even notice. You'll switch your shoes around, and at that point, your feet will feel great. You'll believe you have the most comfortable pair of shoes on that you've ever worn in your life, and you'll leave them that way until the end of the show. All right, now when I count to 3, everyone will be alert and aware, everyone will feel fantastic, and everything will happen just like I've said. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Hi there. Oh, hi, Joe. Taking a little nap, right? Chris will help you put that. chair back over there. Well, I certainly hope you're having a good time up here. We always enjoy coming to Orangeville to perform, and whenever we're here, we always have a great time. Young lady, come up on the stage if you would, as quickly as you can. Hey, nice shoes. Those are great shoes. Those are nice shoes. Where'd you get those?
Nike warehouse.
Nike warehouse. That's great. Is that here in Orangeville? Oh, where's that?
Orangeville.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, those are nice shoes. How long have you had those?
I got them today.
Oh, that's great. Well, they look really comfortable. Are they comfortable?
Very.
They look like one of the most comfortable pair of shoes I've ever seen in my life. I'll have to get a pair of those. Hey, there's a young lady out there. She's fucking my cameraman. Why don't you come up onto this stage, dear? Give her a big hand. She's been doing a good job. In fact, I want a big hand for everyone out there on the stage. That's great. Okay. Tell you what, a few months ago, actually just before Christmas, it was a Christmas present that I received in the mail, and it came in a strange little box, and I haven't quite figured out what it is or how it works, what makes it work, but every time I take it out, it's a strange little green glove. When I put it on my hand, it just starts shaking like crazy. I have it right here. Amazing how it shakes. In fact, what I like to do is sometimes show it to some of my friends on the stage and see if they can figure out what makes it shake. Every time you put it in your hand, it just shakes like crazy. Here, hold on to that. Isn't that amazing how it shakes? Just pass it down your row and let everybody take a look at it. See if you can figure out what makes it shake. Incredible, isn't it? Now, if anybody has any ideas, you just raise your hands and let me know. Isn't that amazing? What's that? Jello? Well, some people have told me it looks like Jello. What's that?
I don't like it.
Why not?
I just don't like that.
Why not? It's amazing, isn't it, how it shakes? Put it on top of your head, dear. Put it on top of your head. Isn't that amazing how it shakes? It's incredible. Yeah. Hand it down to the next lady. Let her take a look at it. Anybody else got any ideas what makes it shake? Oh, you got an idea?
Jumping bean thing?
Jumping bean thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. I'm not sure. It could be. I don't see any batteries in it. What was it?
Slimer.
Slimer. Well, that could be, but it just shakes like crazy. You're doing that yourself, are you?
It's doing.
It's incredible. Well, give it to Krista. Maybe she can figure out something to do with it. Okay. How's everybody here? Everybody wide awake? Are you wide awake? Oh, yeah. No, you're not. You're deep asleep. Relax now. Deeper. Deep asleep. Just relax. Relax deeper now. Deep asleep. Just relax deeper. Relax. Deep asleep. Relax now. Deep asleep. Relax deeper. Deeper. Deep asleep. Just relax. Relax deeper. Deep asleep. That's what I found. You know what that is? What are you doing? Looks like you're the only one that's wide awake, eh?
It looks that way.
What is your name?
Gary.
Gary, I got something in my pocket. You might remember these when we were kids. They're called Super Balls. They bounce real high, real hard rubber, kind of a blue color. Remember those? They've reintroduced them. They're bright fluorescent green, almost blinding. Isn't it? So bright. Jeez. Anyway, I want you to watch. What's your name? Pink Floyd? No, that's not your name. Gary, okay. I want you to watch this Super Ball because they bounce incredibly high now. Watch, Gary. Amazing. And here it comes. Here, try it yourself, Gary. Bounce that ball on the ground. Go ahead. Wow. Amazing. It's still going up. Here it comes. Okay. Gary, I'm going to take this ball. I'm going to throw it against the back wall. It's going to bounce off the back wall and come swinging for the stage. As soon as it hits the stage, it'll hit you square in the face and knock you out into an instant state of rest and relaxation. Watch. There it goes. Here it comes. In a few moments, we are going to a fantastic concert of superstars. And if I touch you on the head and suggest to you that you are a superstar, you will become that superstar in every way, shape, and form. But you won't be interested in being that superstar until we introduce you to the audience. And I will only be speaking to the people whose heads I touch at the time I'm touching their heads. Now, the gentleman whose head I'm touching now, in a few moments, I'm going to announce that it's the early 70s. Disco is alive, and you'll believe that your name is Mr. John Travolta. You'll get up there and go into the spotlight and start dancing and singing, pointing your finger up in the air, just like John Travolta did in the Saturday Night Fever movie. And you'll actually believe you are John Travolta until I snap my fingers in front of you. Then you'll be yourself. So rest and relax. The gentleman whose hand I'm touching now. When I announce that Mr. Stompin' Tom Connors is with us, you will know without question that you're the great Stompin' Tom. You'll go up there into the footlights of the stage. You'll start stomping and singing just like Stompin' Tom. So rest and relax deeper and deeper. The gentleman whose head I'm touching now, you're going to believe that you're one of the greatest country sensations in the world today, Mr. Garth Brooks. When I announce that Garth is here, you'll stand up and start singing just like Garth Brooks until I snap my fingers in front of you. Then you'll be yourself and you go back and you'll sit down on your chair and enjoy the rest of the concert. So rest and relax. And the lady whose head I'm touching now, you're going to believe, dear, that you are the great Madonna. When I announce that Madonna is here, you'll remember exactly how Madonna moves and everything she does. You've seen her on TV. You'll get up there, you'll start moving and voguing. That's right, you'll be voguing and singing just like Madonna. Actually believing you are Madonna until I snap my fingers in front of you. Then you'll be yourself and you'll go back and you'll sit down on your chair and enjoy the rest of the concert. The lady whose head I'm touching now, when I announce that the great Tina Turner is with us, you will know without question that you're the great Tina Turner, and you'll get up there and sing and move around just like Tina Turner until I snap my fingers in front of you. Then you'll be yourself and you go back and sit down on your chair and enjoy the rest of the concert. The lady whose head I'm touching now, when I announce we have a pioneer of rock and roll, you'll know that you invented a great dance and a great song known as the twist. You'll believe your name is Mr. Chubby Checker, and you'll get up there and you'll start twisting and singing the twist just like Chubby Checker until I snap my fingers in front of you. Then you'll be yourself and you'll go back and sit down on your chair and enjoy the concert. Now, if I haven't touched you on the head, you won't be interested in being a superstar at all, just a spectator. As a matter of fact, when I first count to 3, you'll all believe you're sitting in the front row at a fantastic concert of superstars. Not only will you believe that every performer I introduce is the one I say it is, but you will be in love with that performer. That'll be your favorite performer in the whole wide world. And you'll be having such a fantastic time, hardly believing that you're only 3 or 4 feet away from them, but you'll stay in your seats no matter what. And if the individual that I introduce is the one that I suggested to you, you'll become that individual and that performer in every way, shape, and form. So when I count to 3, you'll all be alert and aware, and we will be at a fantastic concert of superstars. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Wide awake. Have a seat there. Good evening and welcome to our concert. We've got some fabulous entertainment tonight. The first gentleman, well, he comes from the East Coast here in Canada. He's a fabulous performer. I'd like you to put your hands together for Mr. Stompin' Tom Connors. No, I don't think so. Have a seat. Let's give Gary a big hand. Well, folks, it certainly is a pleasure to be here in Orangeville. Every time I come here, I always have a great time. Now, that's okay. You like Orangeville? Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for a fabulous performer who's going to be coming on our stage in just a little while. Come right back up on the stage, dear. Give her a big hand. We have a pioneer in rock and roll coming up onto the stage. This gentleman is so incredible. He's absolutely fantastic. Could have had a VA. Anyway, he is incredible. You're going to love him, folks. He invented a great dance and a great song known as the twist. Put your hands together for Mr. Chubby Checker. Once in a while?
Yeah.
And you look like the type that likes to get up there and dance. When was the last time, try to think back and remember, the very last time that you remember doing the twist?
About 2 years ago.
About 2 years. It's nothing we do like all the time anymore, is it? No. We haven't done it in 2 years.
No.
I didn't think so. Have a seat and give Pat a big hand. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next performer has been topping the pop charts for over 25 years. I don't know how she does it, but she just keeps producing hit after hit after hit after hit. She's with us here tonight, folks. You're going to love her. The sensational Tina Turner. Michelle, well, I want to thank you. You can have a seat over there. Give Michelle a great big round of applause. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got one of the greatest country sensations in the world today. You're all going to love him, especially the ladies. Put your hands together for Mr. Garth Brooks.
Blaming all my roots, I sure do.
country music?
No.
How about Garth Brooks?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so. Have a seat. Give him a big hand. All right. Well, folks, we're going to take you back a few years. It's the mid-'70s. Disco is alive and well. It never died, ladies and gentlemen. A very famous individual by the name of Mr. John Travolta. Good. What's your real name?
Joe?
Joe. So you think disco ever really died?
Oh, yeah.
I bet you like disco, didn't you?
A little bit.
You ever get around there and pretend you're John Travolta?
Not me.
Oh, I didn't think so. Well, have a seat, Joe. Give him a big hand. Well, our performance isn't over yet. We've got time for one more performer. What a performer she is, folks. She comes from Los Angeles to be with us here this evening. She's a blonde, and she's been in the news a lot the last few years. I can't believe she's here, but she is the one and only Madonna. What's your real name, dear?
Melissa?
Melissa, okay. And what do you think of Madonna? You can tell me the truth of Madonna.
She's a slut?
Oh, okay. Well, have a seat. Give her a big hand. Ladies and gentlemen, trust me and believe me, these people up here have no idea what just transpired when we were doing these things. feet flat on the floor. Place your hands, palms down on your legs, and tilt your head slightly backwards. When you hear this melody, guess what? Rest and relax now. Deeper, deeper, and deeper. All right, my friends, just relax. Stay in your chairs now. As you can see for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, the mere playing of this melody is enough to make the volunteers pass into a deep state of rest and relaxation. In its controlled state, here up on the stage, it represents no danger or difficulty whatsoever. One moment. But so the suggestion should never reoccur again, I'll carefully remove it from their minds. From this moment on, my friends, the playing of the melody that you've just heard will never, ever cause you to rest and relax again unless you happen to be on my stage sometime, someplace. But barring that, if you ever hear that melody again, you'll feel totally refreshed and wide awake. But right now, all of the nervous tension is lifting and leaving your subconscious mind. I erase every tiny little single incident of everything that happened to your minds tonight, and you won't be able to remember anything unless you have a deep psychological need to do so. But in either case, you'll know that something warm, something beautiful, and something wonderful has happened to your mind by coming up onto my stage and experiencing for yourselves our wonderful world of dreamlike reality. Now, the last suggestions that I make to you, you will know and obey only the truth. You won't realize at the time why you're doing it, but you'll know that it is the correct thing to do. And I will only be speaking to the people whose heads I touch at the time I'm touching their heads. Now, the lady whose head I'm touching now, in a moment I will shake your hand and you will leave the stage and start to head back towards your seat. You'll get about halfway back when suddenly you'll realize that the Sasquatches have invaded the town of Orangeville. There's about 300 Sasquatches. They've gone door to door, they've gone into the people's houses and eaten everybody. In fact, they're on their way to the school here in Orangeville, and you're worried that they're going to come in here and eat all of us. You'll be so upset, you'll quickly come up onto the stage and you'll grab my microphone and start pleading with the audience to leave the theater. The only thing is, dear, as soon as you start speaking in the microphone, you will not know one word of the English language. No. The only thing you'll be able to say is bula. Over and over again, you'll say bula, 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 over and over again. And you'll believe you're telling the audience to leave. And the audience will be laughing at you. They won't believe you. This will upset you so much that you'll get down on your knees and plead with them, saying bula, 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 over and over again. And everything will happen just like I've said, so rest and relax deeper and deeper. The lady whose head I'm touching now, in a moment I will shake your hand and thank you for coming. You will leave the stage. You'll get about halfway back towards your seat. Actually, you'll go all the way back down towards your seat, and you'll sit down. As soon as you sit down, you will jump up and yell the loudest scream you've ever screamed in your life, because you'll believe that someone put a thumbtack on your chair. And you'll start accusing the people around you. You will have a pretty good idea who did it just by the way that they're laughing. Whoever's laughing the most, it must have been them. Then I'll ask you to look up here on the stage. I'll snap my fingers and there'll be no thumbtack whatsoever and no pain, so rest and relax. The lady whose head I'm touching now, the lady whose head I'm touching now, and the lady whose head I'm touching now. In a moment I will shake your hands and thank you for coming. You will leave the stage and you'll go all the way back to your original chair. As soon as you sit down, you will jump up and scream the loudest scream you've ever screamed in your life, because you'll believe. Okay, now let's change this around a bit. I'm sorry. The lady whose head I'm touching now, and now. You go back to your seat. You'll sit down. You won't scream or anything. I got confused there. What will happen is you'll all believe that you are the great Tarzan. That's right. And you'll stand up, believing you're Tarzan. You'll start thumping your chest and yell out loudly, "Me Tarzan." That's right. You'll thump your chest and yell out in a loud He-Man voice, "Me Tarzan." If you hear anyone else yelling out, "Me Tarzan," you'll just think it's some cheap actor, some imposter from Hollywood. So you'll thump your chest harder and yell out louder, "Me Tarzan," trying to drown out the other Tarzan. You'll keep doing that, yelling out, "Me Tarzan," about every 10 seconds. So rest and relax. The gentleman whose head I'm touching now, in a moment I'll shake your hand and I'll thank you for coming. You'll leave the stage. You'll get about halfway back down towards your seat when suddenly you'll realize that your name is Fred Flintstone. And you'll realize you cannot find your wife, Wilma, anywhere. As a matter of fact, you'll know that Wilma's had a little bit of a hearing problem lately. So you'll yell out as loud as you can, Wilma! Looking all over the auditorium for Wilma, yelling out, Wilma! About every 10 seconds. So rest and relax deeper and deeper. Now the lady whose head I'm touching now, in a moment I'll shake your head and thank you for coming. You will leave this stage. You'll get about halfway back towards your seat, and you realize you can't find your boyfriend, Luigi. Now, even though you may not have a boyfriend whose name is Luigi, you'll believe that you do. And you'll know that he's been a little bit hard of hearing lately, so you'll yell out as loud as you can, Luigi, where are you? Yelling out, Luigi, where are you? About every 10 seconds, and everything will happen just like I said. The gentleman whose head I'm touching now. In a moment I will shake your hand and thank you for coming. You'll leave the stage. You'll get about halfway back towards your seat. And suddenly you'll look down and you'll realize that your blue jeans are gone. Someone must have stolen them. That's right, you'll be convinced that someone stole your blue jeans. So you'll quickly take off your black t-shirt and tie it around your waist so no one can see. Then you'll look for a hiding place. You'll quickly come up onto the stage and hide directly behind me. You'll realize that's the best hiding spot in the room is right behind me. So you'll hide behind me with your shirt tied around your waist until I snap my fingers. And you'll wonder what you're doing with your shirt tied around your waist, but you won't be embarrassed. You'll just go back to your seat and you'll feel good. So rest and relax deeper and deeper. The gentleman whose head I'm touching right now, in a moment I'll shake your hand and thank you for coming. You will leave the stage. You'll get about halfway back towards your seat, and suddenly you'll realize that you're one of the world's greatest hypnotists. You'll come up on the stage, you'll grab my microphone, you'll look into my eyes, and you'll say, Paul, look into my eyes, which I will. And then you'll count from 1 to 3. You'll go 1, 2, 3. And as soon as you reach the count of 3, you'll slump down on the floor in a limp form in front of me and go into a deep state of rest. So rest and relax deeper. The gentleman whose head I'm touching now, in a moment I'll thank you for coming and you'll leave the stage. You will get about halfway back towards your seat when suddenly you'll remember seeing me out in the parking lot, paying everybody $25 to do the things they just did. Not only that, but my assistant, the innocent-looking lady, she came by with a baseball bat, hit them over the head, and took the $25 back from them. You'll think that's downright disgusting and low. You'll come up on the stage and grab my microphone and start telling the audience that you saw me pay everybody $25, that you saw my assistant hit them over the head with a baseball bat, and you'll start asking the audience to ask for their money back. You'll really be upset about it until I snap my fingers, and then you'll have no idea what you were just talking about. So rest and relax. The lady whose head I'm touching now, and the lady whose head I'm touching now, the lady whose head I'm touching now, and now, and now. I will shake all of your hands and thank you for coming. You will leave the stage. You'll get about halfway back towards your seat when suddenly I will yell out, there he is. As soon as I yell out, there he is, you'll look up here on the stage and you'll believe that you see your favorite actor. You'll be so excited you'll quickly come up onto the stage, wrap your arms around the actor and give him a kiss on the cheek until I snap my fingers, and you'll wonder what you're doing with your arms around my stage manager, Jeffrey. Rest and relax deeper and deeper. Now, when I count to 3, my friends, your eyes are going to open. You'll once again be alert and aware, and you will feel fantastic. But right now, all that nervous tension is leaving you. Everything's going to happen just like I've said. You will not have a headache when I count to 3. You will not have any stomach pain, no nauseous feeling. You'll feel better than you've felt in a long time. And tonight you're going to sleep so great until the following morning when you wish to awaken. So when I count to 3, you'll all be alert and aware and remain sitting in your chairs until we introduce you to the audience. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Wide awake, everybody. Give them all a big hand. Krista is giving each one of them a membership card into the Paul Royter VIP Club, and this will allow them to come back and witness any show, anywhere in the world, subject to seating availability. But listen closely, my friends, what we want you to do, make sure you take it down where they have the videotapes. They'll put your name on it and an authorized signature. You'll be able to use it as many times as you like. Now, let's meet some of these people. What was your name again, son?
Dave.
Dave, thank you so much for coming up. You can go back to your seat. Give Dave a big hand. What was your name?
Tim.
Tim, thanks a lot for coming up. You can go back to your seat. Give Tim a big hand. Let's speak for three ladies on the end. What was your name?
Christine.
Christine?
Amy.
Amy?
Nicola.
And Nicola. You can all three go back to your seats. Give the three ladies a big hand. Oh, some are on here? What's going on? Pardon me?
25 bucks.
Explain yourself.
He owes you everyone 25 bucks. Excuse me. He owes all of you 25 bucks. Yes?
Me, Tarzan!
Listen, he paid everyone here 25 bucks.
Me, Tarzan!
Excuse me. Quiet down. Listen, everyone up here, he paid everyone up here 25 bucks.
Do you remember Denise paying everybody 25 bucks up here?
No.
I didn't think so. You go back to your seat. Thanks for coming up. Give them a big hand. Tarzans, look at me, Tarzans. Wide awake, wide awake, wide awake, Tarzans. You're not Tarzans. Give our Tarzans a big hand. Now, sorry to give you many. Did you forget something, or what is it?
Look deep into my eyes. How will I count to 3? Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Wide awake, what are you doing? Taking a nap? That's okay. You did a good job. You go back to your seat. Give him another big hand. What was your name?
Annie.
Annie, thanks a lot. I hope you had a good time. You can go all the way back to your seat. Give Annie a big hand. And let's see. Your name, sir?
Joe.
Joe, thanks a lot for coming up. You can go back to your seat, Joe. Give Joe a big hand. And your name? Well, thank you so much. You can go back to your seat. Give her a big hand. There's a problem out here. Something happened. What happened, dear? You sat on something, did you? Did it hurt? Look at me in the eyes, dear. Wide awake. There's no fun back there. No pain. There never was. Give her a big hand. Who are you looking for? Well, there she is right there. You didn't see her. Oh, there she is. Go give her a big hug and a kiss. I'm so happy for you.
It's not Wilma.
Oh, it's not? Well, where is she? Wilma! Hey, Joe, wide awake, wide awake. Is your wife's name Wilma?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so. You can go back to your seat. Give Joe a big hand. Anybody else lose anybody out there? Who? Oh, I think he's up in this section up here somewhere. He didn't look in the front. Maybe you should do that. Let's meet some more people up here. Well, just a moment. Before we do, who was it again you were looking for? Luigi? You forgot to look right there on the end. There he is in the blue shirt. Go give him a big hug. Give him a kiss. I'm so happy. She found her boyfriend, Luigi. That's your boyfriend, Luigi, isn't it? Look at me, wide awake. Is that your boyfriend? I didn't think so. Give her a big hand. Your name was Gary, right? Thanks for coming up here. You can go back to your seat. Give Gary a big hand. And your name? Pat, thanks a lot for coming up. You can go back to your seat. Give Pat a big hand. Well, I want to thank all of you once again for coming up. We just got a report from the RCMP that things are being stolen, so make sure you've got everything. Never lost it. What is it, dear? right, stand up, Pat. Gotta ask you something. You know, you've heard of Sasquatches. You've read about Sasquatches. Do you believe that they exist?
Yeah?
I do too. In fact, I heard they were coming for Orangeville. Another question. Ever been to New Guinea?
No.
You know how they say hello there?
No.
It's bula. Have you ever heard that word?
No.
I didn't think so. Thanks for coming up, Pat. You can go back to your seat. Do you know that you don't have any pants on? What's that?
Go there.
Are you sure you had your pants on when you left the house?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're not wearing any now. Have you ever lost your pants before?
At a hot tub party once.
All right, I'm not going to ask details on that one. Wide awake. Hey, how you doing, Gary? It gets awful hot up here, doesn't it? You can put your shirt back on and back to your seat. Give Gary a big hand. Your name was Michelle, right?
Yes.
And yours?
Jill.
Yours?
Betty.
Kim.
Melissa.
Well, everybody, all the ladies can head back to your seat. Give the ladies a big round of applause. Well, you've been a great audience. I want to thank you very much. In fact, oh my goodness, there he is. There he is, ladies. Now you know I don't have to pay him very much money. My goodness, wide awake, ladies, wide awake. What are you doing down there? You can all head back down to your seats. Give them all a big round of applause. Once again, thank you very, very much. Good night, and God bless.